in the great state of Texas.
Home of the players, so it never be no flexing. So long we been waved, never ever hate. In Houston, we elbows and candidate days.
That's how we popping it off. Okay.
I think we on, right?
Is we
Hola,
on?
senoritas and senoritos.
Is we lives?
We live.
We live, baby.
We live like we live.
Live in my vibey living room.
Man, we gotta tell people to go to our YouTube.
Bitch
I really
ass
hate
niggas.
Facebook.
And this is how we coming. 2020 quarantine edition. This is like the second to last quarantine because Texas reopened up. All you pussy ass niggas in y'all pussy states can't relate. Stay home and hide.
Okay.
All right.
I saw somebody post and be like, "How many liberals you think wear masks?" I was dying.
I don't get it.
Because conservative people like don't conform, you're losing your freedom.
All right, so let's kick this hoe off, man. It is I, Swervana, aka Lil Swervy. You know what I'm saying? We got my motherfucking man right here with the plan, Lil Dead, aka Lil Doom Dirty, aka Joseph Komodo, Doom Dirty, Deshaun. Damn, that's a lot of D's. Dollar High, and we
Throw
got
some D's
boy,
on that bit.
Throw some D's on that bit. We got my boy Lil Darby, aka Black Jesus, aka the evil genius mastermind, creator of HypeCon, the man, the myth, the legend, Darby motherfucking Deuce, and let's rock. So today, I want to open up with a little poem. You know what I'm saying?
Little passage.
Little passage. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. So this poem is very it's a poem I like very much. You know what I'm saying? I like it very much. So I'm just gonna read this for y'all real quick. It's by a young man y'all may know as Webster Gradney Jr. Young man from Louisiana. So it goes a little something like this. Real thoughtful piece, right? It really resonates with me. Pants low, afro, no shirt, blowing pert, just a regular old hood nigga. VIP full of hoes, full of rolls. We got guns in this motherfucker now, bitch. That's how we coming. A half a diesel, pack of cools, whole pound of kush, presidential shit. Now that's what we call blowing money. Murder weapons, 357s, Glock 9s, I ain't lying. Bitch, that chopper hold a whole motherfucking 100. Think before you move, cause you don't want to move wrong. Send your hitman. Nigga, go put that tool on him. Pop, pop, pop. Knock all his shoes off. I'm the savage. What's happening? Come on, tell me who want it. Cause we can crank it up. Cause I don't give a fuck. Where your people at? You better bring all them dick in the booty ass, coochie ass, fake ass ballers. You ain't never popped nothing. Stop stunting, bitch. You ain't never seen nothing until you seen me climbing out a tree with a 223. What? I'm scarred up, ready for war. Fuck, I'm right here. Pussy nigga, what's up? Get at me. Now I done did some fucked up shit. I ain't gonna even lie. But I'm triller than a bitch and you can't even lie. I beat that pussy like no other bitch, don't even lie. I'm a bad motherfucker and you can't even lie.
And who did you say that was by again, sir? Say his name again of the author.
Webster Gradney Jr.
Webster Gradney Jr.
Yes.
From Louisiana.
From Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Isn't that crazy to know that parents name their kids Webster? That's wild. Anywho. So yeah, we're back again. I'm dead inside right now. I don't know. I'm tired as fuck today. But yeah, we said there was a certain subject we wanted to talk about.
Oh, we saying Wade versus Boosie?
Yes.
They both
the case of Wade versus Boosie.
Le Boosie. So
the people versus Wade, the hood versus Wade, and the white people versus Boosie.
If you've been a Boosie fan for a minute, then you know
you ain't shocked.
Boosie and Webby was like this. You know what I'm saying?
Was
like this. You know what I'm saying? And then Boosie went to jail, and he was there for a really, really long time. And there were rumors going on about Boosie and Webby not being really cool anymore because Webby didn't hold Boosie down in jail the way he was supposed to, which was all just rumors But you know, people kind of figured it was true because when Boosie got out of jail, they had the press conference with BT, and Webby and Boosie's energy was a little awkward, and you haven't seen any collaborations with them since Boosie's been out of jail, and they used to collaborate all the time. So
and
people
Boosie
kind of
been
figured
making music. He never stopped.
and they still make music. So it's like the fact they're not collabing is like, okay, maybe the rumors are true. So the other night, they were confirmed by Boosie himself. Basically,
Well,
Boosie
it was Webby first.
Well, nah,
Boosie
Webby
replied to Webby.
But I'm saying, but Webby didn't air no business out. Webby was,
right.
yeah, Boosie. So Boosie posted a picture and was like, you know, basically, I guess shouting out some young man or like saying this is the next nigga or whatever the case was. And Webby took some offense to that, like, nigga, where's my love at? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I was holding you down in jail, you ain't showed me that same type of love. So that's when Boosie was like, nigga, you didn't hold me down in jail. You was doing all the free Boosie the free Boosie concerts. You didn't pay my mama no money. You ain't write me nan letters. Ain't put no money in my books. And this nigga was in jail for like at least 5 years. You know what I'm saying? He was gone for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So that's a long time to like not write a nigga a letter, not put no money in nigga books, not getting mama a dollar. And you know this man ain't bringing in no cash. So I could really understand where Boosie was coming from as far as like not really wanting to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I haven't been in jail a long time, but just the short times I have, nigga.
My takeaway on that one was when Boosie was saying Webby was given 7,000 for a performance. Bro, you know, I would have, if I knew he was 7,000, I'd have dropped it and brought him to the town. 7,000?
I didn't know it was that low neither though. Yeah, I was surprised. 7 racks for the features. And I think the features was like 5 racks for the features, nigga. And then
and Boosie was trying to give him 7,500 for it. I was like, bro, this is cheap. This is cheap. For how like now it's expensive because he ain't really popping. For back then though,
yeah.
Coming up, bro, you know, even 5 years ago, Webby would have been worth that easy. And then did you see what Trill said? Trill said something.
What he said?
Yeah, I mean Savage. I shared it in the group, and he was talking about if y'all both knew what I knew, y'all wouldn't even be beefing no more. Y'all, we all got our phone numbers. We could squash this easy. He was pretty much talking about like we came up from where we was, and we started traveling, going to BET Award. He was just pretty much saying like kind of like they forgot where they both came from and got lost. And he was just talking about like we need to come together and we can squash this out just talking. Because you know, and that's one thing I don't like. People go to social media quick. Even old dudes now just go to social media.
I don't like that shit either, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, my nigga. Like, because Webby really should have called that nigga Boosie at the end of the day, bro. Like, you ain't gotta do all that.
Webby or Boosie could have did that. Like Webby could have. Like when Webby saw that, he could have hit him up. Or Boosie, when he saw that, he could have hit Webby up. Really, even if they don't have any numbers, they could have called somebody in their camps. They both know.
But I mean, you can say that, but at the same time, in this day and age, like people say, the facts don't matter. It's whatever the internet narrative is. So if he hop on the internet spreading lies, if they have a private conversation and we don't know nothing about that, and Boosie let Webby little post fly, then all we gonna see as fans is, oh, okay, well maybe Webby was telling the truth because Boosie ain't told the nigga to take that shit down yet. But that's how the average nigga would see it. But
you see, but this is where it comes from. Who really like? If me and you get famous and we get into it, and I say something that's wrong, you call me, right?
Right.
You call me up and we squash it. Me being a man and us being boys, I'm gonna take it down and apologize openly because that's what a man does. Saying, you know what, I was out of line, I was upset.
You're right.
Because they should have he should have called him and they should have been a man enough to take it down and admit, because men should admit their faults. And sometimes you just too much pride because a lot of beefs get squashed and they don't say sorry. Let that energy be just as loud.
Right, for real.
And a lot of old people, like I be seeing, like, you know, Mike Epps and Aries Spears are into it, and they went to social media.
Oh yeah, I saw something like that. Because Mike Epps said some cool shit.
Mike Epps was like, some other stuff. Let's go to the gym and box and like all this other stuff. And Aries went there and he was just like, you didn't call me. And he was like, I don't know, it's childish, right?
I didn't even know they were beefing.
Mike Epps is so bigger than Aries Spears, and I like Aries Spears, but Aries Spears come off real salty about everything because he ain't popping like everybody else.
He do have like a weird attitude. It's like
because he was the biggest person on Mad TV. Now he like the smaller person that came from Mad TV because everybody that came from that show bigger than him now. Yeah, and he ain't the only good impersonator. Now there's a ton of good impersonators.
Yeah.
You know, but people go to social media and get so hurt. And that's the thing, like, J. Cole and Kanye ain't cool because J. Cole felt like you could just call me instead of just go to social media like that.
You say J. Cole and Kanye?
Yeah, because, like, Kanye apologized, but J. Cole felt like it wasn't real because he didn't just say it to him. He said it online. You know, like tell me first, then if you want to apologize later.
Where the hell are all these feuds coming from that I'm
Right, I didn't
having
know they
to
had
move on?
issues.
Like what the fuck?
This was on Twitter like a year or two ago.
The
He
fuck?
pointed out.
Kanye and Twitter.
But and it's like
I ain't know
people
shit
go on
about that.
social media so quick, you know, and do these things. Like Kanye's really big about he do this thing. Who else be going to social media? People that beefing with 6ix9ine does that thing, and I get 6ix9ine doing it because he a rat and he really fake. But why is everybody else going to social media and stuff like that? Like just ignore it, talk to him.
6ix9ine don't count because he wants to do this because he wants views. He don't count.
And that was the thing with like with Cardi B and Offset when they got into it. Their relationship, like Offset doing the most in front of people to apologize, and she finally took him back, but it came off fake. You know,
when he started acting like he got hacked on Twitter, I will never forget that.
That should have been the
I
last
like
part
balls.
right there.
I like ass cheeks.
people out here, and like I like how Future and Omarion handle beef and stuff. Omarion was just like, dang, it's clout to smash people's baby mamas. Y'all go get it how y'all live. He just brought it off. They belong to the streets anyway. And or how Omarion didn't say anything. He just kicked him off tour and still made another tour. Like I feel like that's a real man way to handle it. Like stop.
That's so hard.
These things don't make you popular. It keeps your name out there. But I've never seen nobody increase sales from all this little childish stuff.
Oh no, I was saying that a lot in these hip hop groups. They be trying to do that fake ass, weak ass shit that I'm the best rapper in here. Like nigga, I know
if you really
controversy
into it,
always
go back
sells.
in the day,
Don't nobody care about you.
Make a verse, drop a song, and diss somebody. Then, if y'all beef and don't do this whole I'm hurt, blah blah blah. Let me post this. Go on, clown because 50 Cent handle it. Like if 50 Cent into it with somebody, he gonna put it out there. But he joking all the time. You don't see 50 hurt. You don't see 50.
I was gonna say, I mean, 50. Honestly, 50 in the same category as 6ix9ine almost, except he has more integrity with it. Way more integrity. Versus
Who does it? I think I got no integrity at all.
50,
more than fucking 6ix9ine.
But isn't 50 Cent and 6ix9ine cool though? And
Yeah, because they're both rats. 50 Cent is a rat, just like 6ix9ine is a rat. If you look at the history during 50 Cent beef with Murder Inc., 50 Cent like called a lot. He might have got a protection warrant. What you call them bitches? Don't come close to me shit. Whatever the most.
Witness protection? It's restraining order?
When niggas can't come close to you.
Restraining order?
Yeah. One of them pussy ass shit. But
it just make them look real weak or whatever. Or what was that thing where remember when Nicki Minaj was into it with Miley Cyrus, but she waited to the MTV Awards to call her out, and I was like, that's so fake. That's
and
so
you like
fake.
35 years old. This is like an 18-year-old girl. Like, go beat her ass and shut up. Like, come on, man.
Like y'all all been backstage at the MTV Awards this whole time.
Like they wasn't back there dressing together.
Like, and then she gonna do it right in front there, and nothing came for it. Like that looks so fake. Like
that literally did end right there. I don't think there was anything that followed up behind that, was it?
But no. I mean, to me, I think it's whack. But at the same time, women gonna be women. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect no woman to really be on no gangster shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, some of them are, but I don't know. It was for publicity, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these shit.
Clearly, yeah, it was like that's why I feel like and people talk about, and this is different from like people talk about Boosie. You can talk about how he was, and I like one thing to Boosie's credit, he being real for how he is, and we're in such a thing, being real how you is, people fault you for it, and people fault you for it without understanding the culture. Not everybody comes from the same culture. That's why if somebody air out that they racist, they was raised like that. I don't agree with being racist, but I understand like that's how you raised, you know. And if you really want to help them, somebody from they camp or somebody outside should try and talk to them and like, hey, let me educate you on why I don't feel like that's right. But instead of like condemning every time, right? And a lot of people be like, no, he need to be canceled. He bad. Oh, there go Joe. But it be like, oh, this is bad. They doing all this and blah blah blah. But it's like, bro, this is how he came from. If you don't understand the culture, I don't understand racist culture, but I know enough of the know that's how some people are raised, and they go a long time, and we just fault them, and we got to condemn them. And it's like, nah, bro, we need to educate these people. Like the same thing with like people disagreeing with Wade and Boosie, and it's like this weird thing feud between them both. And it's like, first off, anytime you try and kind of like promote it, using your kid for how is like that Greta Thunberg or whatever else, like when y'all using kids to get y'all point across, it's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
It's really and they be doing that. Like Wade's child became like the poster child for this whole thing. And it's like he can he can be the individual, but it's really it becomes too far. And like it was this big thing, they was pushing it. They can be the person, like all right, they can be the person, but y'all like really parading this. And then Boosie and Boosie come from the era where we both know, like of a young man smash a young boy smash an older woman, it's all cool. You know, and they acting like, oh, Boosie bad, but like didn't Birdman do that in front of everybody?
But Eric, I mean, and nobody approved of that though. Birdman getting Wayne dick sucked when he was a teenager, that wasn't cool. People heard that was like, oh, that's not what's up. But
nobody condemned him like how people are condemning Boosie because of social media now.
The only reason why people are condemning Boosie harder than they're condemning Birdman is because Birdman has never came out and said anything about gay people or transsexuals.
That's true.
So Boosie has drew a line in the sand, like this is what I don't agree with. So now when he has a stance, it's easy for people to be like, oh nigga, but you was like that. Mm-hmm. That's what that true. Is. Once you stand up for something, anything you do wrong, people gonna use that and pull you apart.
We get to the point where we faulting people for free speech. And there's a line, don't be wrong, there's a line there where you need to be yourself. And he taking like all these criticisms strong, he taking his criticism pretty well. Boosie just being himself and he airing it out. Like he just like, right. I know where my fans know. Like I'm not, everything Boosie say is not shocking. Because you know how Boosie, how are you shocked at how Boosie is? You know, like
if you're not a Boosie fan and you're just coming across him through social media, then yeah, you be like, who is this ignorant ass nigga? But if you've been fucking with Boosie for a while, like none of this is surprising at all. It's like
at all, like none of it. He been saying it.
He just happened to get social media now. You know what I'm saying? But before he been that nigga, like you know
he been there. He been very straightforward. Boosie been very real.
Always, all his interviews, all his little YouTube clips. He always been outspoken. Now he's got Instagram now. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
Yeah, and
thank God the nigga ain't on Twitter like that. That nigga.
Yeah, that's true. But we faulting people for being themselves. And like we got to educate them. Like I don't agree with what Boosie saying, but I know it, right?
I agree with what he said.
No, with the old son thing.
Like with Wade's son.
No, I'm talking about okay, with the old Wade son situation.
Wait, his son?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't agree with that.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I like the fact that Boosie exercises free speech being himself because I feel like we do need free speech. We don't need to compete. Yeah. But we do need to educate if we have a different opinion, right? We don't need to come people and like condemn. We'd be like, I don't agree with that, but this is why, and then they bring their point. There's ways to it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think we need people like Boosie. I think we need people who think like Boosie. I mean, as far as the ways.
But we're gonna come to agree to disagree, but we gotta understand. People don't understand, like the Michael Vick thing, people don't understand dogfighting. I don't condone it, but I've been around it a big part of my life. I never was with that, I never understood it, but I knew that was like a sport type thing. But then people would condemn it. Huh? No, I've never seen a dog die from dogfighting. And I know a lot of dogfights. Like I know a lot of dogfights. I never
take me to one. You gotta pay to get in?
No.
Really? You could just pull up and watch?
Yeah.
What? What's the point? How do they make money?
See, it's a big Midwest because betting.
Oh, okay.
It's a big Midwest thing. And I'm from Chicago and stuff like that. And Milwaukee, it was a big, I've been to the little dog arenas, how they set it up. I've been there, but like people condemn it, but then people don't talk about spaying and bullfighting.
Yeah.
Or how people act with horses. Or like all these other things, like that's a thing. And they're like, oh, well, Michael Vick did all these things to dogs. Like I don't condemn, I don't agree with how he did with all the dogs, but also I understand people make mistakes. And that's one thing people fault him. He knows in his heart he's wrong. No, he doesn't. A lot of people are just not raised like that, right? They think it's right. That's all through history. And people just try and find a way. He knew better. A lot of people don't know better.
Well, how do you feel about that argument in racism, about people just not knowing better?
There's a lot of people don't know. A lot of people just raised like that and just are racist, right?
So say you come across somebody who's just racist and then you feel like that's the excuse of not knowing no better. How would you deal with that? Would you not fuck with them? Would you?
I have, so me doing business with other people, I run into a lot of racist people. I run into a lot of people that just say, I'm different. Like that's their way of saying I'm different from black people. They don't say why. I've had plenty of conversations where I hear where, they just feel a certain way about black people,
Yeah.
And business stuff, I will keep it business, whatever they talk, I keep it whatever else. If it's a friend conversation, I know, like I got white friends, they say certain things, and I'll be like, oh, you racist. And they'll be like, what? And I'll be like, when you want to have that conversation, I'll have it with you. But other than that, we can keep it moving. And I don't hang with them like that. I don't rock with them like that. You know,
I'm about to say, I wouldn't even be able to kick it with a motherfucker like that. I'd be moving around. Welcome back.
They acquaintances, but I'm not here to get into it with people. You know, yeah. I'm here to just like I'm down, but I'm real strong. Like, I'll jump on people's posts and be like, "Oh, you racist." But like for me, like somebody was wondering about like there was like my friends because like you super pro black, and I was like on the cool, ain't nobody probably harder about thinking white people racist other than me and my whole camp of black friends. Because I feel 99.9% of white people are racist because there's varying degrees. And I'll point it out on the varying degrees using definitions, whatever you want to use, on how you're racist. And I haven't met anybody, like, I think you're more lenient about it than me.
About what?
About if a person's racist. I think 99.9% of white people are racist.
I'll say this about racism and white people. I think you're right. But I'm sorry, the CBD, man. I think you're right, but and this is gonna sound fucking weak, but how can I say this? I think 99% of white people are racist. I think the majority of them are unknowingly racist, like you were just saying.
Yeah, there's varying degrees. Oh,
this nigga here. But so, and I also think that most of, like you said, there's varying levels of racism and spectrum. I think most white people fall within a degree of racism that I can tolerate, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now as time going on, you don't have that many overtly racist. Like that age is dying off. So now we're entering the more of the systematic and like slight. And people don't understand that. They don't understand little things they do that is deemed as racist, right?
Because the racism now isn't even like overt, like you said. It's more so now a matter of opinion. And I think black people are da-da-da-da, and why are black people da-da-da-da? It's more so just a mindset now. It is more so just like annoying. Racism only fucks you up when it's coming down from the higher ups, like the police and the laws and shit.
Exactly. But every day, and even then, they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know, and that's why I pointed out a little thing. And this is where it get confusing, because some white people have black friends that'll be like Justin, when he was just talking about, oh well, he was kind of defending why that black dude was out of line and everything else. And like you'll find some black people like that, and some white people they'll pump white people's heads. They're like, well, if he agrees, then I agree. And like that's not how it works. Yeah,
that's what I don't like about that way of thinking, because white people like to use black people who think like them as the okay, well, if he feels like that, then this I got the green light with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't even go out my way arguing with people. I'll be like, if you want to have this discussion, I'll have the discussion and break it down to you, and we can have this discussion. That's why I felt about like the whole thing with Boots. Like, if somebody want to have a discussion and like know my opposite side, because I'm curious of other people opposite side, I can break down how a white person can be racist, and how the system is racist, and how it's specifically against black people. Against people.
I don't even like having a racism conversation with white people, because I feel like nowadays, if you're intelligent enough to even know that there's a conversation to be had, then you're intelligent to know to peep all the shit, and you already know what's going on, and you're choosing to remain ignorant. And I feel like white people they feign ignorance. They know what's up, but they feign ignorance most of the time.
It's hard to kind of like, if you raise a certain way, it's hard to get away from that and re-educate yourself, especially when you don't feel like you need to be re-educated.
Of course not.
I had plenty of friends that was saying, they would be like, you're the whitest black guy I know, Jesse. And I'd be like, you're racist. And I keep moving. And then some of them be like, I understood why you said that. I finally got it. I was taking away your blackness. I had no reason to. That is a very insulting thing. Not all of them have.
Well, I was going to say, not only when people say that, not only does it take away your blackness, but it invalidates the intelligence of all other black people. It
condemns black people knowing that they're ignorant and everything else.
Not only that, it also puts an actual definition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like what does that mean? What does that mean that I'm the whitest black guy you know? Like, define what that even means.
Bro,
the conversation gets awkward.
And when people
like define blackness by ignorance and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm. Even when people like certain celebrities like Taylor Swift, the Kardashians, Bad Baby, I'll be like, oh, they're all racist. And they'd be like, what? I'll be like, well, they're clearly making money off of black people, and they're clearly using black people and condemning it when they pick and choose.
Taylor Swift? You're looking at me like I listen to Taylor Swift. I don't know shit about Taylor Swift.
Not at all. I don't know shit about her.
Taylor Swift,
bro. The most I know about Taylor Swift is something about the number 22 and Kanye West.
And
Fine.
built like a
Miley
fucking
Cyrus
spaghetti
is
noodle.
one too.
I hate Miley Cyrus, and you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Miley Cyrus, yes.
And I hate Miley Cyrus actually because
Miley and Kim.
he is exploiting.
Mm-hmm. And people be like, but she's married to a black man. That does not excuse. I know plenty of people.
Who's married to a black man?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
I thought you meant Miley Cyrus.
White
I was
women be
like,
marrying. White women be getting with black dudes so that because they feel like if they take the black seed, that they can inherit some type of niggatry and some type of form of non-whiteness. And they try to use that to graft onto
telling
the
your
race.
kid
I'm afraid to God that's a hyperbole.
You raise them to not to see color is racist. You need to raise them to be able to notice and acknowledge the varying degrees, which is difficult. It's difficult. A lot of this is re-education. It is. You know, and I think the whole thing with like Boosie and Wade, like Boosie come from an old school black style, very Southern Louisiana type, and Wade is trying to be very progressive. And in his progressiveness, I think he's losing sight of just base values.
Yeah, which progressivism has a tendency to do that.
And that's not to take away like.
Well, yeah, because that's the whole thing about being progressive is losing fundamentals.
It's
trying to reinvent the wheel.
So gung ho about moving forward is that you got to stay grounded, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And also, people like Wade, and it's like, bruh, Wade had a baby on the way that was born before or after his marriage with Gabrielle Union.
He was with Gabrielle Union, you know. He was with her.
No, it wasn't.
They were together, bro.
There was another woman got pregnant and had a baby while they were getting married to Gabrielle.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He was with
So you saying he was juggling?
Yeah, like, you was with her, not the baby was from her. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but, people saying he was juggling. Are y'all saying he was juggling 3 women?
No. He was fucking Gabrielle. He was with Gabrielle Union. He was smashing the shit on the side.
And she stayed with him and everything. And people kind of like.
And ever since then, he been on a fucking downward spiral of weirdness, man. Like that's like the payback. She was like, "I'll keep you. We'll stay together." But he, you know, niggas cheat and get their balls removed. Like when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, and he was like a little bitch for a while. You know what I'm saying? He was like just on some old man in the corner, just wife is outshining the shit out of him for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like once niggas cheat, it's just like.
Well, not only that, but you got to think about what position you in. You got to think about what position Jay-Z was in. Like nigga, could you imagine cheating on Beyonce and then having to walk outside to face the Beehive?
Yeah, that is some shit.
That's fucking. That is annoying.
Yeah, he did. I guess. Nah, fuck that. Hell no. He's Jay-Z.
He is Jay. The Beehive, nigga. Do you know how annoying the motherfuckers are?
Beehive suck my dick.
Bro, they're annoying as fuck.
Nigga, Jay-Z don't even be on Twitter like that, and he don't be on the gram like that. So how are they annoying? They only annoying on the internet. The Beehive in real life ain't running shit.
His fans ain't from the Beehive.
Honestly,
who said his fans were from the Beehive?
It's the same old.
He ain't losing no money because of them. Everything his money's in has nothing to do with Beehive people.
It has nothing to do with money. I literally just said annoyance.
Oh yeah, they're annoying.
They're only annoying if you're on the internet. If you go to the grocery store, the Beehive ain't popping out 10 deep behind the aisle 3.
Who run this world? Girls, aisle 7. Girls.
Or them niggas like Fight Club, they everywhere. They mobile. Jay-Z go to a restaurant, they spill milk on that nigga or something. Oh, I'm sorry.
You know,
I guess it was a mistake.
Doing in a store. He too rich to be in a store.
I said a restaurant.
What are you talking about? In a restaurant? Jay-Z owned the restaurant. He got a place you can't even get into the restaurant. What is Jay-Z doing?
Well, nigga, they everywhere. All right.
Jay-Z the same nigga who said, quote,
you saying they Fight Club like they just randomly there pouring and drinking and splashing?
It's Fight Club, nigga. Y'all act like this ain't possible. That nigga didn't bitch up for no reason. He's like, I'm tired of these people. All started with Solange slapped the shit out of him.
He lost.
After that, he was like, "Yep, I
got him
fucked
back
up."
now, though. All respect to Jay-Z, but the only nigga who cheated publicly that I can think of who didn't lose their balls, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. That's the only nigga. Only black man to get accused of rape of a white woman, go to trial, beat that shit in the public, never doubted this nigga for a second.
You know what he did? He bought her a nice big old ring, and she didn't say nothing about it.
Kobe, nigga, Kobe. G shit. Shut up.
That nigga gave her an infinity stone.
He gave her an infinity stone?
That nigga
He was like, all right, bet. I mean, but you're right, though. You're right, though.
He gave her the soul stone. He said, I pushed that bitch off a cliff.
I gotta give it to a person that cheated, even though they didn't stay together. He made money off of it, and I felt bad for Chili. But Usher,
as soon as he said he made money off of it, I was like,
I'm gonna be real with you.
He didn't lose his balls either, though. You're right, though. Yeah.
I I'm gonna be real with you. I was in philosophy class and somebody used the philosophy thing saying cheating is bad and nothing good results from it. And I raised my hand like, I'll debate this. And I used Usher and they lost. I was like, Usher had his biggest album, biggest hits.
That's true.
Based off of cheating. Good things come from cheating.
Bro, it had to be the catchiest fucking infidelity ever. These are my confessions.
Not only that, he had a second part to Confessions. They had a mini movie that made money.
Oh God.
Let It Burn, yeah, bro. He released every single was a part of the story. It went from where he was cheating, Let It Burn when she got upset she needed to let it burn. Then Confessions where he finally told her all the truth, bro. He had a part to part. Then he had to.
And we danced and jigged through that whole bullshit. Did the A-Town stomp, rocked away, everything.
Imagine Chili just at home, the soundtrack to her Heartbreak just going #1 all over the place. Niggas just partying to her fucking Heartbreak and shit.
Oh
bro,
my God. I'm
not only that, everybody know about
that?
dancing in the street.
So many days.
Or Confession where you just do that, where you start doing that whole beat thing with your hands, and you start beating on the table.
Oh my God.
So I gotta give you part 2. Then he had a DJ Khaled type remix with part 3 where it had like 8 rappers. He had Sean from Prison had something to say. I'm just saying.
Gross. So have you already covered Wade versus Boosie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did y'all say?
About Boosie keeping it real.
Nigga, go back and watch it, nigga.
Nigga said go back and watch it. 10 seconds ago, nigga.
That's the hardest thing you can say. Like, go back and watch it. Oh my God,
bro! I've been talking to a lot of people behind the scenes about that shit. I've been telling them, I was like, look, although I think what Boosie did is fucked up, I ain't mad at him. Why should I be mad at him? Why should I be mad at somebody? Listen, why should I be mad at Boosie? Why should I be mad at someone that I clearly see doesn't know what the fuck they're doing?
But
nah. Hell
see,
no.
okay, so what we said, we wasn't mad at Boosie because he keeping it real. And he always been Boosie. Anybody that's a Boosie fan ain't surprised. And we love the fact that Boosie is expressing his freedom of speech. You know, people trying to, we was in an age where people want to condemn somebody for being themselves. You know?
So when I say, I'm talking about the son part.
Oh, the son part.
Yeah. He talking about him getting his son his dick sucked, which is wrong. I'm gonna go say that. I'm not mad at Boosie. I just disagree with it personally. But that's not my life. That's not my child. I just think it's weird.
And it's from a different era.
Well, that's what I tried to tell a lot of people.
Nigga,
a lot of people try to condemn
my mom and dad from a different era. They ain't got my dick sucked by nobody.
No. I wouldn't say it's from a different era. I'd say,
but
like, bro,
from
it's
Louisiana
street
era.
shit. It's street shit, bro. And like I tell people all the
these
time,
niggas not
like,
in the streets. This not no 25-year-old with a 17-year-old nigga that, you know what I'm saying, he just trying to help get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's different. This is his son, nigga.
You're right.
Different.
But this also happened. This also happened with Birdman's son.
Manhood, like you a man.
And that shit was weird
be with a
too.
woman.
I'm telling you, bro.
Even still, that shit was weird, but it's not as weird because them niggas wasn't biologically related. Birdman was like 23 years old.
That may make it a little bit more weird.
Nah, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's weird all the same, but I think, you know what I'm saying, like I was saying, Birdman was like 22, 23 with Wayne, who was like 14 or some shit. It's still weird, but I've seen it happen. This is your fucking son, your child, my nigga. Y'all not in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You just nigga live in a mansion somewhere. I don't get it, bro. It's just
one thing we talked about is
it's
like
street logic.
Boosie doesn't know how it's wrong. He literally doesn't know how it's
wrong. So that's what I'm saying.
You know,
like,
you gotta forgive him, I guess, but I just can't fuck with
it.
He
literally did it out of love, and that's what's weird about it.
No, that's what I'm telling people. That's what I'm telling people like right now. Like, bro, you cannot come at this and try to attack this man because like this shit don't work. Because if he doesn't see what he did wrong, how you're not gonna attack him and make him see the truth. Like that's not how this shit works. Like you have to literally educate these kind of people. But I was telling people, I was like, I know it wasn't in Boosie's mind, it wasn't abuse. Because like, you know, if you watch Boosie enough, you see that he does take care of his kids pretty well. Like, you know what I mean? He makes sure they fed, make sure they clothed, make sure that he makes sure they do his schoolwork.
Weird. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Like,
but also people act like we went over like people like all through history, young kids like was having sex with grown people. Like it's throughout history where it used to be accepted. Now we're getting to the part where it's not accepted in America. That doesn't mean it's
Right.
not accepted everywhere else.
Right. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, bro, y'all got to learn to stop trying to condemn everybody and fucking like crucify them for everything and start learning how to educate people.
That's
Like,
what
you ain't ever gonna get anywhere.
We talked about Michael Vick, and then Swerve said he wanted me to take him to a dogfighting thing.
Miss me on that.
Oh,
No,
But we
thanks.
talked about like he didn't know, like he literally didn't know, but people would condemn him, but wouldn't condemn Spain for bullfighting or how people treat horses.
Cockfighting.
and how people treat black bodies hopping in the boxing ring. Nah, for
We
everybody.
so-
That's
No,
that's
it's
what
the
it
same
is.
shit.
Nah, because the dog is really like
The only difference is
don't have
like
as much choice.
dog fighting, the motherfuckers die. Cockfighting, they die. I
I've
don't even know
never
why they
seen-
call it
He
I've
said
fighting.
he
never
never
seen
seen
a
a dog
dog.
die.
I've
That's
never
when
seen
I
a
said,
dog
okay, let me
fighting.
see them.
Now
If they
I
not
know
dying,
several dogs. I know several dogs that retired, right? Like they retired out, they're older. But I've seen dogs have some bad injuries, but that was even more rare. Like really bad injury. I've never seen a dog die in dog fighting.
So when are they called a fight?
When clearly the other dog's on top winning.
Okay.
Like you can tell, like, yeah, you taking this L. All right, get him off. You like you,
Okay.
you can tell, and you can do rounds and stuff like that. People just don't understand, and they instantly condemn. And I've never rocked with dog fighting, but I knew enough because I knew a lot of people that did it. But I've never known, for me, and I've been around a lot of dog fighting. I never really just watched, but I knew a lot of dog fighting that happened, and I've never seen when, because it was in a basement and we used to hang out. I've never seen somebody carrying a dead dog. Never seen that in my life. I've seen them drag out the dog, and the dog just like he taking that L, and the other dog walking there head up. The dog knew he won. It was like that.
I have a question.
That's what's up.
It's gonna be a little bit off beaten path, and I already know I'm gonna get a little bit of backpedaling on this. But how y'all feel about basically the message that Pokemon brings out?
Huh?
Oh, about battling Pokemon battling each other. It's the same thing as dog fighting.
It's the same thing as dog fighting.
Dog fighting is Pokemon. You capture wild Pokemon that are in the wild, and then you domesticate them and fight for you.
Yeah, and then you fight them against the other ones.
It's literally like you. It's literally
People
yeah.
are virtually dog fighting.
Technically, nigga, you're Tagoro. You just go around and you fight other ones. You just like either whoop my ass or join the squad. All right, now that you on the squad, you gonna whoop their ass, or it's curtains for you, nigga. I'm putting your ass in the
How
vault.
about you make a
your ass
Facebook
collected
post?
dust.
How about you make a Facebook post talking about Michael Vick would have been a Pokemon champion? Make a post. Make a post.
It's stupid, dog.
Bro, I love making stupid ass posts because people just see my shit and be like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Somebody said you're the new me on social media now.
Brennan said that shit. No, because Brennan was talking to me and he's like, man, what the fuck Jesse be talking about? And I was like,
you know what's funny?
I was like, I know what Jesse
Liberal white
doing.
people never get what I'm saying because their mind is right or wrong. It's so black and white. Liberal white people.
No,
never
here's
get
why. Here's why, Jesse. You never explain that a lot of the things that you say are coming from other people. So they think it's coming from you, nigga.
I don't need to. I don't need to explain that. They don't need to know that part. I state a
They'll
point
be
from
like-
both sides. I make you think. I state a post that makes you think, inquire your mind. Now, if you get triggered from that, it's because you're so hard on right and wrong, and you don't want to see an opinion. You don't want to understand the opposite opinion. You don't want to understand the other person, and they get offended by it. Liberal white people get offended by me, and then when I made a post talking about how gay people was and everything else, and how black people wasn't rocking with that, people were offended at me. But I was talking about my past, and I was getting faulted by it, and I was just like, "Well, y'all probably racist. If my past and my black culture past bothers you, you're racist." And
This is why I said this is why I said like a lot of people on the left side of things in my eyes are turning into fascists.
Yeah, a lot of, and you know what's
like
funny?
you're not listening. You're not trying to listen to both sides of the story. You're just picking parts of what you
because
like
I don't
and fuck
condemn
anything else.
things.
It's fascism.
I come off like the enemy because I don't condemn it, and I was just like, I'm trying to understand. And liberal white people get so offended at what I say, and then like this is what they say, like Jesse just trying to stir the pot. He like drama. He like this, and it's like anybody that know me, no, I don't be messing with drama like that. No, I don't be coming out with no drama or whatever else. I don't be instigating nothing. I state how I think because this is how I think. I try and understand both sides.
Yeah.
I don't like stating the opinion. I like to understand my point of view and your point of view and come together and understand. But nobody really understands that. So liberal, and it's liberal white people. It's mainly liberal white people. I've never, like, conservative people rock with me. He exercised his freedom of speech. I don't understand it, but I'm gonna state my opinion. Liberal white people
Actually,
get mad.
I have less volatile conversations with conservatives.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's
way
why I
less
be like,
volatile.
and like they get
It's very
so
weird.
offended. They get so triggered because multiple people told me your post makes me feel a certain way. I was like, oh, understanding another point of view, making you think, make you feel a certain way. Because that's what I do. I make posts, and I've been like this my whole life, and I've been condemned by it my whole life, but I've stayed strong of being myself the whole time.
You know what I heard
I'm
the
not
other day
stirring the
on
pot.
Waco?
You just fascist.
The way you know what I heard on Waco the other day, and I thought this was a pretty good quote. This dude said, "You don't earn trust by telling people good news. You earn trust by telling people the shit that they don't want to hear, but they need to hear it."
Mm-hmm. The truth makes people uncomfortable, especially when they inside a bubble. Bro, I've been, and people get so bothered by it and everything else, but like people that know me, they understand. People that know me never be like, Jesse, you don't like drama. I don't know why people think. People come at me because they hate how I talk or whatever else, and I need to condemn it. And I'll be like, that's why I need to be like, oh, you the new Just Dalhai. That's why I made that thing. Like, I'm not like that. I stay post. You just hate that I don't just be saying Trump's racist. You get real triggered. You get triggered because I'm a black man that doesn't outwardly say Trump is racist. You get triggered because I'm a black man that doesn't say don't vote for Trump. They get triggered because they feel like black people need to say that. They need to say Obama. I'm a black man and I don't say Obama's the best president. They get triggered by that. I don't go into how they feel black people should be.
It's a little subtlety going into play now, and like, what is what I was trying to tell people? Like I was talking in the last episode, I was like, you know, your opinions matter because so many people nowadays, it's like they like it's almost like they're fitting people into categories. You know what I mean? Like they're just putting everybody in a certain box. That's why, like, even then, you know, the person that came out and they were like confused. They're like, "You're black. Why aren't you voting for Bernie Sanders?" Like, nigga, why do I have to?
And that's racist.
I just automatically got to, and you told me that like I need to vote for Bernie Sanders specifically because I'm black.
Oh yeah, I need to go on
policies. Hey, you a Negro? Vote for him, nigga. Like. So it's like everybody's getting shoved into a box. It's almost so subtle and under the radar that people don't see it. That's the whole reason why I made that Adele post. Like,
I need to go on record and say for all the people that say they don't like my post and get triggered by my post and I'm starting drama, all the people that have messaged me out of their way throughout these years, thanking me for how I think, I love you. I do it for you. I don't do it for the haters. I do it for the people that care, that love the fact that I help them think. That's why my goal is I'm going back to school. I'm gonna be a philosophy teacher and a professor at a profound college.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Philosophy.
So I do it for the people that I do it for the love. I don't do it for the haters. I don't do it for the people. You can block me. You can unfollow me. You can hide the truth from you. You can be dumb and racist all you want. I don't care. I do it for the people that love the fact of how I am. All right, that encourage me. I don't do it for the people that condemn me because I don't choose to say Obama's the best and Trump is evil. I do it for the people that love the fact of my individuality and my blackness. I'm
gonna be honest with y'all. I do it for the haters a little bit.
You know what's funny? Joe is the person they think I am. Joe is that person.
Absolutely, 100%.
But they block me. They block me.
They block me all the time. I'm like, man, to be honest with you, I say, here's the difference though. Like, I think Jesse just delivers. Jesse delivers things that people don't want to hear all the time.
I do. I'll tell you the truth. I tell Swerve the truth all the time. But I come at it with love. I don't come at it disrespectful. I tell you the truth. I'll be like, bro, you gotta be better, bro. You gotta be a black person. I talk to you all the time.
That's the subtle difference. No, I think. Yeah, I probably would be the pettiest.
I treat people how I always listen by this rule is treat others how you want to be treated. So I'm going to keep it real because I want you to be real with me. If I'm messing up, tell me because I'm going to tell you if you messing up, you know, and because I care so much, I'm going to stay on your ass because people are like, I can do what I want. It's not your opinion. No, my friends' opinions matter on what I do with my life and I need to hear it.
See, that's another thing too. I feel like we're getting so in this bubble, like you put it, that like people don't like that. People don't like you trying to keep them in line, which kind of sucks. Cause then like fuck, few years down the road, but man, why nobody tell me? I was like, this. We tried, nigga. We tried. We tried to tell you to get off that shit. You kept smoking and you said we was the assholes. Like, all right, nigga, I don't know. There's only so many times you can reach out to a nigga like, all right.
On the cool.
You don't like what I'm saying? It offends you. Go out there and live your carefree life and smoke meth or some shit. I don't know. Fine. But yeah.
So, how do y'all feel about another stimulus package? Government handouts, the HEROES Act.
I fucks with it. Make America great again, goddamn.
I'm still waiting for my first stimulus so I can invest it in my new business.
Yeah, I can't lie. I haven't got my first one either, but still, I think it's a good thing.
I got my first one like fairly fucking fast. And I don't know what the priority list is or what the fuck they doing.
I hope I get both stimuluses at the same time so to help me
that'd be
push this new business venture I'm about to invest into.
Boy, have you ever had your tax return and your regular paycheck show up at the same time? You get both of them, the double barrel.
It makes you want to just make it rain on yourself just because.
You just be looking at life different. Like, man, fuck all this shit, bro. I'm about to, man, fuck this.
I'm about to say, it makes you want to do that whole beginning of Pop Bottles video where you walk in and you see the camera.
Like, bitch, put the sandwich meat down. We getting lobster.
I'm going home.
But as far as the checks go, so here's what I was saying last night. I feel like we are in a game of chess right now. I feel like they're trying to win us over subconsciously during November with what's happening right now. And I know everybody's thinking the same thing. They're like, bro, this bill is not, like, it's not going to go through. It's not going to go through because it passed in the House. Now it's got to go to the Senate. And I'm like, I don't know. The past couple
times,
I'm like, okay, yeah, the Senate's not going to approve that. They're not going to approve this. But now it's important not only for us to get the money, it's important for the Senate because most of them are Republicans.
But and you hear what he's saying? What you're saying is our vote does matter, but it matters in a certain way. And people don't see that because people be like, our vote don't matter. They wouldn't cater to people in certain ways if our vote didn't matter.
So our vote matters, but in a very, it's indirect. Like you going out physically voting, I'm going to vote Donald Trump. I'm going to vote Biden, Bernie. On the ballot, no, that shit don't count. But it does count about who are in these Senate seats, who's in the House, who's in the Electoral College. That's why, I think we've all been preaching, like, pay attention to your state and local governments. Like pay attention to these people because these are the people that actually call the fucking shots for you. So people do need to pay attention. Like, you need to pay attention now more than ever. And I'm not going to tell you which way or whatever because everybody's got different opinions. If you care and you think that we need to stay locked down, then you need to pay attention to who's keeping us locked down or who's taking us off lockdown, vice versa.
And shout out to the
like it's all bullshit
because they got us out of lockdown.
Don't make money. You need to pay attention to who's keeping you inside, not making money.
Do you feel like masks takes away our freedom?
Feel like what takes away?
Masks.
No.
Like mask people?
Like wearing.
Oh, I feel like masks take away our freedom. No.
Ain't nothing you can't do without a mask, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Do you not feel like it's the first step going towards losing your freedom?
No.
Now, I will say this. That depends. Because if it was, then yeah, it could be. But it depends how long that step is. Because if they were literally trying to induct martial law and all this bullshit, it ain't going to happen this year. Shit like that has to, like, you have to almost get brainwashed into some.
But that's what they're saying.
You know what I mean?
They feel like people are brainwashed, and this is the first step down.
I don't think the masks are. If anything, the stay at home shit is.
And here's another question. Here's the most important question. Let's just say all of this shit's true. Martial law, blah blah blah, everything. Why? What for?
Well, that is a very good question. I don't see no point of that shit, honestly.
What's the benefit of it?
I think it's more money made.
In a capitalist economy,
Right.
What is the benefit of making you not go out and spend more money?
But that's the thing.
Exactly.
What if we not be in a capitalist country anymore? What if that's the way? That's the
Well,
way.
see, that's the thing. We have to. What are we leaning towards? What could we
Right.
lean towards that would justify
Because it's not
martial
gonna be
law
fucking
and all of us
socialism.
still being here? There's only one answer I have: aliens.
That's the only thing that it could actually be the logical conclusion. 'Cause
Joe,
anything
are
else-
you an alien?
No. No.
You
We're
never
not
answer that.
necessarily
You never
aliens.
answer that fast. I don't believe
No.
it. You never answer that fast on anything.
But here's the thing. Check this out. And this is the only way I can think of this. Yes, I definitely smoked when I thought this up. This is the only way I can think of it. I started just putting all these shit side by side. I was like, okay,
Oh yeah, you was on your spaceship.
mass virus, we're all shoved inside. Pentagon declassified, so they're officially stamping, yep, those are UFOs.
That's not an alien.
Here's the thing. Here's
Yeah,
the
it
thing.
never
Here's the
said
thing.
it. They never said it was aliens.
Here's the thing. We all know that. I hate when everybody says this shit. They said that, but they've also said that nothing makes sense when it comes to the UFOs. Like as far as like military level for us, none of it makes sense. Because normally whenever they put drones out, drones, especially in the U.S. Army, are either white or they're like a very powder blue, like a
They
baby
did.
blue
They did
color.
say a lot of it doesn't add out, and they were saying they were really surprised how accurate Bob Lazar was assessing the situation.
Yeah. And not only that, but here's the thing, it's not even Bob Lazar anymore. You can now look up Lieutenant Fravor. He's so
Oh,
the
yeah,
person
yeah,
you're
yeah.
hearing talking on the audio that shows the UFO, that's the actual pilot in the Air Force, Lieutenant Fravor. But like the UFO was like dark gray in the middle of the daylight. And if you try and do stealth missions, that's the dumbest fucking like nigga, I can see that coming a mile away. Like what's that black ass thing
One
flying
thing
in
he
the sky?
said was they were never supposed to be. It was kind of like a test thing. Dude was like, I'm just going to test it out now. I move so fast, they're not going to see it. And then somebody made a mistake, and they're like, oh snap! And that's why you see it zip off because they got spotted because they made a mistake. Kind of like learning the controls, and you just make a mistake, and you're like, oh shit, I wasn't trying to do this.
Yeah.
Also, if you take Bob Lazar and Fravor's accounts in, there's tons of UFOs. Now, the scariest shit that they say about it is the UFOs they're finding them from archaeological digs. They wouldn't just crash landing out the sky. So there's like, motherfucker,
But
they've been here.
Even I'm pretty sure, and I have to find the scripture. Even in the Bible, it says there is no technology now that we didn't have back then. It's almost like we hit a wave and then pick back up.
I can see that. A lot of people question, like,
Because
nobody knows
how
our
was
origins.
pyramids built like that? What technology did they have to build something like that?
Well, they've even found shit in the past, like
Our
batteries.
buildings are nothing compared to what they had there. Like they were still using. They had some type of thing that's still like on par with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
They use sound technology.
that too. They did use some kind of sound to make the pyramids, didn't they?
There's so many things
Yeah.
in like the crust, going
That's what they
deeper,
say.
deeper in Earth that we're uncovering every day. That's like, wow, how do we have this? We need to it's like re-educate ourselves, or we need to stop saying anything's everything can be possible, but we gotta be realistic of what could be probable. And there's more than enough stuff to understand a lot of probability of things.
Well, also, here's the thing, too. Let me get back to this rollout plan. Now, of course, this bullshit is just a thought that came up with, so don't take it serious at all. Take it with a grain of salt. I've been saying for a minute now that I think that they're going to, I was saying this shit about 3-4 years ago. They're probably going to announce aliens in the next
You have been saying it, yeah.
2020.
You have been saying it.
I'm going to say by somewhere
alien.
between 2025, 2031.
You're so alien. Keep going.
I think they're going to announce them then. Because like I said, it's a rollout plan.
Keep
The
ignoring me.
only thing I can think of, and listen to this theory.
We're listening to you, alien man.
What if all of this was martial law and population control because aliens about to move in?
So
Freedom Force is going to conquer us.
Yeah. So a lot of people are gonna die off, and the ones that are remaining, it's like, hey, nigga, this is the new world. All right,
Are we
so
protected
live with
because of
these
you?
niggas, and you can either
I
adapt
don't
to it. or not.
know.
Are you
Because if that's the
protecting-
case, why don't the aliens just come and do it, right? Why don't they just come and say boom, 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 boom? All right.
Because things take time to integrate in.
No.
Exactly. Just like if this was martial law, it would take time.
If they have the technology to get from wherever the fuck they came from, then they have the technology to get us the fuck out of the plane.
No, you gotta understand something too.
Jabron.
We gotta understand they're not all powerful. We always think aliens are so much far advanced. They still have limitations.
Bro,
Yeah.
if they
But not
have
only
the
that, but
technology to travel
No,
light
listen,
years,
listen,
nigga, in a
listen,
lifetime,
listen.
We don't know.
How
if
do
it's
you know
light
that's not
years.
happening right now, Jabin?
it could be, but I'm saying, why
How do you
don't
know
they just,
that's not what we are currently going through with the pandemic?
No, I don't think it is, because why not just answer my question, why not just get us the fuck out the way? Like, seriously though.
That's
You
happening
have to be
right now. That's what I'm
realistic about it.
saying.
Because they don't want people to rebel.
No, the aliens, they don't
Exactly,
need
that too.
Why do the aliens need humans here? If they just found a good fertilized planet, why
Because
even fuck with us?
because their planet is dying and they need the Earth. Earth is a lot healthier than what we know.
Or who's to say this? How do you know this isn't just a process that they do in a lot of solar systems?
This could be a process. Jaber,
You
how do
come
you
in-
feel that we're
Okay, now that I can fuck with.
Swerve.
And then you gotta understand too. What if it's different? What if this is a planet they want to fuck with and live on, and not just mine resources? If you want just mine resources, it's like, yeah, fuck all these niggas, kill them, just take everything we need, bounce.
Swerve.
We're like,
How do you
this
feel?
spot kind of nice, niggas. Let's
How do
make
you
this
feel?
home.
We're best friends with an alien and a CIA agent.
Nigga, ain't no goddamn alien.
How do you feel? Are they working together now?
So now the question, what are you?
Or is they close to each other because he's trying to capture Joe over here?
That'd be ass.
These niggas is motherfucking Steve and well, not Steve, Stan and Roger.
Oh my God, y'all are Stan and Roger. Oh my God.
That shit wild.
Bro, you didn't hit it. You hit the nail on the head, bro. You just did it.
No damn.
We
alien.
on to y'all niggas.
As long as they don't
makes
think I'm the
sense.
wrong alien. I don't need Trump knocking on my door talking about walls and shit.
Niggas said as long as they don't
Okay.
think I'm wrong, alien. But man,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think so. With aliens, I think it could be. But the only
McKay
thing
Jones
could be
said
is
it
they
might be
wanna fuck with us in a good
an
way.
alien false flag event.
Who said
Okay,
that?
but look.
McKay Jones.
So that raises the question. Oh, what, I'm sorry, somebody asked something.
He said it might be an alien false flag event. McKay
Hell
Jones.
no. Ain't no false flag aliens, bro. Come on, man.
I'm just spinning bullshit ideas because that's what I do when I smoke. So
look. So here's another one. So if the aliens come to Earth, right? That means, like Jesse said, they came because they couldn't live on their planet no more. So why the fuck are we bringing them over here? Because clearly they did something wrong. Because we on the verge of fucking our planet up, and they already did that.
But
So
our
why
planet's
would we-
healthier now. Our planet is
first
getting
of all-
healthier.
no. Who's to say that their planet fucked up? Maybe they just like, man, we getting overpopulated, so we're gonna go here.
So why come
It's
here?
like they
and why
Mayflower.
Why would we work with them and we already talking about population control just to give our shit away to some aliens? Humans ain't like that, bro. Human nature ain't certain humans. The humans that are running shit, their nature isn't in the nature of sharing shit. You know what I'm saying? So I
No.
don't see why.
You're right. So here's the thing. It's probably been a deal.
Like,
And who knows what the
we
deal could be?
kill
The
y'all.
deal could be the deal could be for specific people. They're like, hey, bro, you tired of this Earth shit? I give you a UFO, nigga. You go out there and see the whole galaxy, man. What's good? Just let us come chill here for a minute. Somebody's gonna do that because how many niggas you know got a UFO that went to another galaxy? Zero. Somebody
know
would bite.
you.
I ain't ever done that.
Oh, not yet? Dang, you ain't got those stripes? The Alien Federation tripping.
Man, I think this, bro. If aliens are here and they're not on some war path, let's just kill them all shit. Then, like you said, maybe there's some type of process to where they are enhancing life on planets and shit, right? So
That could be a thing too.
If that's the case, why all the bullshit? Why not just come down and show us, hey, look, this is who we is and this is what we do. And
Do you want to know why?
Some kinetic levitation.
I'll tell you exactly why.
Why?
Do you know how hard it is to walk up to someone in the deep south and basically change their whole fucking perception of religion? That would change everything.
This is not religion we're talking about. We're talking about hard science, shit you can touch. You know what I'm saying? At that point,
science and religion are like oil and water.
No,
That's
I
true.
dig what you're saying. But the Southern religions are based on faith. If somebody comes down and is like, boom, this is me, touch me, you can feel me, and then I can do some shit to really make you believe. I'll tell you some shit about yourself that you never told nobody else. At that point, what do you really believe in? You can see me. This is it in front of you.
You're right. But like, here's the thing. When it comes to certain things like religion, and especially if you're deep in it, for years, and someone comes down to you and basically makes that whole fucking book outdated, that's a part of you that you also just lost as well. So that's why so many people can't kick religion, because you have to go back and undo yourself. You be like, okay, because I've been following all these principles the whole time,
Yes.
but all this shit is wrong. So what the fuck am I?
But I'm saying, but an alien. So yeah, what you're saying is correct. But to some aliens who just traveled across the galaxy, none of that shit shouldn't matter. Like, you know,
none of that shit does matter to them. None of that matters to them. But like, here's the thing: if I come and try to break some hard news to you like that, I got to do it right. I can't just come down and just be like, hey, yo, your guys don't exist. But hey, we got a whole bunch of knowledge for you. Niggas gonna be like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
You can get with it and get lost, and that's what
and not only that,
who's staying and who's going.
You also got to think in the mindset too. Somebody's gonna look at it like this: like, why should I trust this nigga? Don't y'all just come down here and just drag niggas out of their houses and put shit in their ass on fucking tables? Like, you wouldn't trust that. You wouldn't fully trust that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's all I'm saying is, in the movie Cowboy versus Aliens, there was people named Dollahods in it. What's your last name?
That don't have shit to do with shit.
What's your last name? What's your last name, Justin?
Why are we giving out people's government name?
Fun fact. Did you?
It's not like we're not promoting this through our Facebooks.
Did you know that the first black mayor of Compton was Dollarhide?
What?
I'm probably related to that nigga. Douglas Dollarhide, mayor of Compton. Not even bullshit. I think it was Compton, the hard Compton days too.
We're gonna need to do a full alien episode in the future. We're gonna do a full alien episode. I think I'm
waiting on October. I don't know if I'm just waiting on October for that.
This October, we're doing a full alien episode on how aliens been here since Egyptian times and since Western times, and how Joe was an alien.
Listen, everybody to say I don't talk much, come in October. I'm piloting in October.
I think aliens might be synonymous with just higher conscious beings. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people mention that too. A lot of people say that they think that some of the angels in the Bible were either A, aliens, or B, hallucinations.
I'll lean more towards hallucinations, but I don't think it's quite that. I think aliens are just like divine inspirations and divine messages.
Don't forget, the big whole alien thing came from this radio story, right? Like, people described, and that narrative got kept pushing of what that is.
Are you talking about the one where dude?
They even did a Hey Arnold episode based off that. Yeah, and they did a Hey Arnold episode about it.
I forgot what was it? Was it the War of the World?
Yeah.
But that was funny as fuck. Jerry, you know about that?
No, I don't remember that.
This dude, like, way back in the day, did like a radio show, and
yeah.
I think it was like a prank. He like made it like he said some like aliens are invading or some shit, but like people thought it was real, so they were shitting themselves, like, oh shit. And he was describing, he was like, there's these men coming over these ships, and I've never seen anything like it. I do find it anybody else find it weird that dude was just bullshitting, but then like some of the shit he described was accurate? Like isn't that like a Simpsons moment?
But I don't know if it's accurate, because like it's the thing the media does and people do. We subconsciously rationalize a lot of things when seeing it. So we all have this idea of what an alien looks like, right? Big eyes and gray. What if aliens do look like that? But we are so normalized with it that we already accepted it. Like little hints throughout media. They do it all the time.
Yeah.
That's true.
And who's to say what aliens look like?
They might not even have
that thing yesterday, huh?
McCabe Jones says, guys, watch a documentary titled Unacknowledged.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say
black budget programs have had these reverse engineered technologies for years. Dr. Stephen Greer has countless sources that were once a part of these programs and thinks it will be a false flag operation to unite the world in fighting these invaders. Don't forget the Space Force, thus emerging the one government. Y'all can laugh, but I've been researching this for years.
No, listen. That's another thing too. I tell people all the time, because like people were joking, like, we don't need a Space Force. And I'm like, be honest with you, bro. The fact that we have a Space Force and they decided to do that, anybody else, am I the only person that's coincidental that you release UFO footage declassified and then all of a sudden you start a Space Force program? I'm the only person that think that's not coincidence.
That is pretty weird.
Like weird. Nobody else, and like the whole reason they said the reason Space Force existed was because they said basically each branch of the military has certain little pockets of space personnel in them, and they were like, fuck it, why don't we just make a big ass organization? Listen, as a motherfucker who's seen restructures, seen companies get bought out,
and seen aliens,
you don't seen no goddamn alien. You don't
Because
do
you
shit
are
like
one.
that unless it's justifiable. Because you got to do. It's so much shit to make a whole new organization. You got to make a whole new organization. They made the logo. You got to make protocols. You got to make facilities. That's a lot of money just to consolidate. That's not consolidate. They're building, bro. Like they're building a whole separate organization, and they're doing recruitments now.
But that's what makes me think that they not here on no peace be with you. Let's happen, brighten your lifestyle shit. They will be on some get the fuck out of here, y'all. This is our plan now. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest. Like, I can't call that, but I'm telling you, I think all this shit is gearing up for a reason. Like, why? And why else would they declassify it? They declassified it because I was reading one of the articles. They declassified it because they said it was a lot of different narratives going around, and they just wanted they wanted to clear the airwaves.
You think this
on
adds
any
up to
conspiracies.
what Bill Gates is trying to do and what Elon Musk is trying to do with the Neuralink? I mean, Kanye West even talking in beeps.
I thought, no, listen, Jesse. I thought that was very weird too that Kanye decided to say we don't need to speak anymore, and then Elon Musk said, "Hey guys, I'm making some shit where we don't really need to speak anymore."
I mean, he probably in the know. He probably just in the know.
I'm pretty sure Elon and Kanye are friends though.
Kanye is 100% the no. I'm telling you,
you know what it is.
Well, no, I'm
Remember,
telling you,
Kanye in the billionaire club now. So.
I'm telling you, every time Kanye says something crazy, have you noticed that he says something crazy, but then 2 or 3 years later, it's legit? I think Kanye just be saying shit in the same way to where he just drip feeding. I feel like that nigga probably testing the Neuralink, to be honest.
Kanye too far gone, bro. He in the system. And he may be in the system where he don't know he in the system and he don't know he a puppet.
You might be right about that.
Kanye the type of person, he already know he in the system, and throughout his music and the things he say on Twitter, that'd be so erratic, but it's actually a secret message. He be the type that's really trying to translate and warn us, but he too far into it. He too
That's
far
what
gone.
he does. That's what he doing. This is why I say no. Kanye knows. He knows he's in it. Like after he did that scoopity poop bullshit, and we figured out that was a secret message. I was like, nah, this nigga too
Drake.
Yeah, it was. When he scooping and poop and scoop, that was a message. That was the greatest diss song ever had. It's the most underrated diss song ever.
that was very savage. After he did that shit, I was like, nah, I got to be on my toes about this Kanye nigga. I got to be on my toes. But nah, he called me. A lot
of people don't catch. On the Pusha T album, they did a song. Hey, yay, how do you respond? Poop, scoop. And that was a call out to the song. Like and it was talking about digital. Bro,
that's the pettiest shit I've ever seen. I have to applaud him. So after that,
underrated,
I started learning. I was like, when Kanye say crazy shit, it's something underlining to it, and it may not be in the light yet, but it's coming. And then Kanye speaks in beeps and boops now. He says speaking with your mouth is the lowest form of communication. I was like, that's weird. And then Elon Musk comes out literally a month later. Hey guys, Neuralink, you don't even have to use your mouth anymore to talk. You can just use your brain. I'm like,
and that's how. And when that shit rolls out, it is a wrap. Because now they're gonna be reading people's thoughts and keeping track of what you think about. And you ain't gonna be free from shit, nigga. Anything you try to do, you be thinking about doing.
You know what makes me wonder though?
Beat your.
You know what makes me wonder? What if that was a tool to figure out a way to get us to communicate with each other without having aliens interfere? All hypotheticals here. All hypotheticals.
Wow. You know what? I thought you was gonna say, what if that's the precursor to figuring out how to upload your consciousness to the cloud so you can never die?
Would you want to do that?
Hell no. Hell no. Let me go, man, please.
I feel the same way, and I pray to God that I don't reincarnate.
No, I don't mind. I mean, you probably already did because time doesn't exist
honestly,
outside of the 3D.
Honestly, I hope my consciousness stays because I want to learn more.
I would rather go to something else.
I mean, I think like all the reincarnations really do happen at the same time. On the grand scale.
Honestly, upload me to the Neuralink so I can live on forever.
That's
you know what I think?
No, fam. You say that, and I'll be mourning you while I'm the eternity.
You're gonna be you're gonna be confined to whatever imagination that the programmers for the program have. You're gonna be able to choose from 5 avatars, and then they're gonna update it to 10, and you're gonna be one of 8 little blue cats running around in a million avatars of niggas that they
See my brother. See my
I'm
brother.
gonna be free, nigga.
No, you're gonna be dead. You're gonna be dead in 1,000 years. But me, I'm gonna live forever.
You're gonna be a fucking avatar. You're gonna be a little icon. Nigga, kids gonna be playing. You'll be talking to niggas online. How old are you? You, hey, damn, I'm dead. I'm 300 years old.
No, I'll be like 8. I'm 8 billion.
4,372 years old. I was here through 5 economic crises.
I'm gonna be able to go back in time and watch man evolve from apes into humans.
No, you're gonna be in the dirt.
I'm gonna, nigga, but my spirit is gonna be free to do whatever the fuck it wants. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be in a computer. You're gonna be in a floppy disk. Nigga gonna kick your server over one day and that's it. You gonna be done.
It's like a kick your server.
Okay. that was kind of disrespectful. Hurts. If you were reincarnated into a white dude, what type of white dude would you be? A black one?
Hey man,
if I could reincarnate and be a white person,
that's a good question.
I'd be a black one.
What kind of white person would I want to be?
That's a wild ass question, though. I wouldn't want to be no wigger. Wiggers are whack as hell.
No, bro. If I was a white dude, I'd be successful, have a lot of money, a lot of white privilege, maybe a Bill Gates or Elon Musk. You know,
I want to say I would try to be Elon Musk, but knowing me,
like a frat boy.
I might go the Dick Cheney route. Thank God I'm black.
So Joe say he's gonna be Big Dick Cheney. Me, I'm going to.
Okay, I know.
Jay would be a Paul Wall.
Nah, you know what? I was gonna say something along those lines. I would say I would want to be a white person that grew up in a minority neighborhood, but that sounds very hard. That sounds very difficult. I would rather be a country ass white boy who just lives out in the middle of nowhere with
with his gun and his dog.
Are you trying to get Bubba Spark shit? I feel you.
Gun and dog walking back and forth.
Just on some
trying to get ugly.
Not hillbilly, but like some.
Are you trying to be on the banjo with the rocking chair? Get off my property.
Not a hillbilly.
No, you be like, hey,
like a country Texas white boy.
You seem like you lost. Clack clack, boy.
No, I know who I would be.
But I wouldn't be.
I know who I would be.
We would be a good family of just nice.
I got it.
White people.
I got it.
Would you be a KB, a white boy?
Hold up. No, I would be that bald white dude. That bald white dude that be in the porno memes. I would come back and be one of those niggas.
Oh my God! No!
Jamming my dick in random bitch's mouth. Suck that cock, bitch.
just lifting them up. So you would be a doctor, a pizza man.
Be in the military. Why do it all? I do it all. Whatever problem you got, I can fix it.
That probably is a fun white life to live.
Just go around fucking random chicks.
I'd be a country white boy who lived and I moved to the city to go to college and just pull all the bitches with my little country white ways. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
you with the cowboy hat and the buckle?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would be the country white.
How do you feel, little lady?
Cowboy hat with the buckle, do-rag under the cowboy hat.
The straw in the mouth, you know what I'm saying? I'd kill him. Imagine reincarnating into a white boy, but you remember being a nigga, so you got all the nigga game, bro. Ooh, honestly, you would rule the world.
Honestly, I would be a non-pedophilic Tom Hanks, or I would be Robert Downey Jr. I would want to be a great actor, somebody people loved.
That would be. Could you imagine if you was RDJ, but you had a little nigga in you?
You mean I'm a dude playing another dude?
You be. I mean, technically, yeah, he don't count. He technically do. Apparently, he got a little nigga in him.
He did that. He did that role.
That's wild.
Speaking of that role, have y'all been seeing these punk bitches come out talking about canceling him over Tropic Thunder? How y'all feel about that?
That's weak. That's whack.
That was one of the things where, like you don't want to limit art, and people want to limit art, and it's one thing like that was the point. The point was making fun of that, right? They did it. He didn't take it too far. It's not like he dropped the N-word. It's not like he paraded a black man. He showed a military.
Here's the thing: at the basic level, now you could give him flack for this if you wanted to, but in my opinion, I think that's a little bit petty. Here's the thing: this nigga is not the script writer, okay? He is an actor.
But he accepted the scripts.
See, that's the petty bullshit. I was like, get that fuck shit out of here. Get that fuck shit
out
of here. He didn't come up with the wrong
and defended it to that level. And like Jamie Foxx and Dave Chappelle are defenders of you don't want to limit free speech and art. And I agree with that. You don't want to limit those two things.
There's a clear, visible difference. It's not. I don't even think it's a thick line. It is a. I don't think it's a thin line. I think it's a thick line of hatred and comedy. People are always like, "Oh, this is offensive." If you're a bitch, it is.
All right.
If you're a little bitch, it's offensive. You should be able to tell the difference between somebody going on stage and telling a joke versus someone getting on stage and pushing an agenda. You know what I mean?
I enjoy a really well-told black joke. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's
exactly,
bro.
Like stop being a little bitch.
I do, but that's the thing people don't understand. With freedom of speech and art, you're going to see some things and hear some things that you're not going to agree with. But that comes with freedom.
That's the point about art. The whole thing about art is trying to throw a new perspective into some shit.
People say things that I don't agree with, but I don't have to listen to them. You know?
I think a lot of people trying to censor and make comedy more politically correct. It takes away the art form and it's ass.
You gotta keep the freedom.
I just tell you straight up, I'm like, yo, this shit is very politically correct and it is very fucking boring.
Mm-hmm. The thing I don't want to limit it. And that's the thing people get when it comes to limiting things like that. I feel like if we ever limit those things, because people, like liberal people want to limit, take guns away, they want to limit because they don't like what Dave Chappelle said or some racist person say. If we do that, that can always be flipped to take away black people's rights.
Fascism. Everything you're saying is fascism.
Mm-hmm. So I don't agree with it. I fully agree with the freedom of speech and of art form. We need that. I don't agree with a lot of it because it ruins culture, but you know, it comes with the thing. Bad comes with the good.
So many people don't understand. If you don't like something, I mean, you can voice your opinion about it, of course. Like I said earlier, opinions matter, but you also have the right to not look at it.
Have you ever watched the movie
or
Bamboozled?
Shut the fuck up. Huh?
Have you ever watched the movie Bamboozled? It's with Damon Wayans and it was talking about blackface.
I've not.
You should check it out. It's an older movie with Damon Wayans. It's really good. Talking about blackface.
Probably will. I watched Above the Rim for the first time the other day.
Really?
Well,
I was kind of mad. I was like, man, I've been fucking riding Juice's dick so hard. I should have fucking checked this out a long time ago.
90s black movies went so hard. There were so many.
God damn 90s. And that's what I was thinking about Above the Rim. I was like, oh man, I missed this shit. I was telling you, I had to watch Above the Rim so I could redeem myself for watching John Henry.
I don't think I can bring myself to watch that movie. I'll be real with you.
I'm not about to watch that shit.
John Henry.
John Henry?
What is up with that shit on Ludacris' face, bro? What is that shit?
Okay, so do y'all mind if I spoil it?
Yes.
Please.
Okay. So
there
are certain parts of that movie I do like. Like there's one thing where they do it reminded me of Good Kid, Mad City in movie form. Like they did this thing where they showed these old tapes, these old like found footage tapes from the 90s, and it was like they were in gangs and shit in Compton and shit. They were just showing like little simple scenes. I thought it was cool. It reminded me of those voicemail clips on Good Kid, Mad City. The thing is, John Henry, Terry Crews, and Ludacris are cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make that up. They're cousins. They started out in a gang in the early 90s. They was in Compton doing gang shit. And Ludacris's role, he was like, I'm trying to move up the ranks. I'm trying to be the king. I'm trying to run everything. All I want is power. John Henry, he went out, he killed somebody, and it didn't sit right with him. And then Ludacris was like, oh, man, you just got your first body. I was fucked up, too. I ain't come out of my room for 3 days, but you're going to be all right. And then he was like, nah, man, fuck this shit. I'm out. And he's like, nigga, you can't get out. And then John Henry was like, nigga, I'm John Henry. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Like, you gonna kill me, nigga? Like, so he left the gang. Ludacris stayed in. He kept going, worked his way up the ranks, became the most powerful nigga in Compton, LA, wherever the fuck they were. And that thing on his face or whatever. The reason why he had that is because right when John Henry tried to leave and he was like, I ain't gonna do this gang shit. He was like, you know what? Stay right there. I'm gonna be right back. And he came back with a gun. And he was like, take it. Take the gun. And he was like, no, I'm not gonna take it. And like they literally got into a fight, and like, he was trying to give him the gun, and like he was trying to like put it in his hand. And he was like, no, I'm not gonna take it. And then he just accidentally shot Ludacris in the jaw, and that's where the thing came from.
That's fucking.
I was kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
disappointed.
Why? So why?
this
Like, did I not
metal
tell you?
thing?
I was like, I watched that movie. I said, nigga,
They tried too
They're gonna
hard to
drag
make
it.
Ludacris look like a supervillain.
Real talk.
That's really just pushing it. I thought John Henry was about a man and the mining thing and how he outbeat the machine.
It is. They try, like, I appreciate them trying to do a modern day spin, but like I'm so critical of the modern day spins, bro. Like, if you don't do it right, you end up with dumb shit like the Mario movie.
I heard they was making a new one.
Try to do that modern day
3D
spin.
cartoon.
I think there's talk about it because, like, you know, Sonic did well.
Yeah.
Sonic beat
I hope they do.
Pokemon.
I've been wanting the Mario movie.
Bro, it's hard. It's hard to do these modern day spins without making them look stupid. Like, you got to really plan shit out.
That's all. Like, I would watch a cartoon Mario movie. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Like you got to plan it out because shit'll just start not making sense. Dragon Ball Evolution, nothing in that shit made sense. Not a damn thing made sense. But what else happened in the movie? So a lot of shit happened in that John Henry movie. Just like, nigga, like this, like it could have probably been better if they would have stretched it out. They tried to like scrunch it onto a movie. That should have been a series. If it was a series, it would have probably been better, and they would have had more time to think shit out. But
I think they were just trying to do too much, and I think that's bad on the director.
Way too much.
It's bad on the writer and director when you're trying to squeeze way too much when you have a time crunch.
It was weird,
you need to eliminate elements to keep it more simple.
Like the weird thing is they were trying to do too much, but at the same time, it wasn't enough. Like there wasn't enough story. And I think a few people said like they just filled it in with these scenes. These scenes are just like why is this happening? And then shit just didn't flow together. Like
sound like a bad directing.
Oh my god,
they should have got Michael Cougar.
I was gonna say like, whoever. Like I feel like most of the cast was all right. Everything was good. The shots were even good. It's just none of the story made any fucking sense. Like it couldn't stick to you. You just like, my nigga, why do I care about any of this? And it was a lot of things they were trying to do that were just cliche as fuck. Like they tried to do this John Wick kind of thing where John Henry's dog died in the first like 3 to 4 minutes of the movie. Wow. He got ran over by this dude's car, and then the dude who ran over the dog ended up being one of Ludacris's minions at the end of the movie or some shit. It was just like all this shit just cycling around.
Yeah, it sounded like bad story writing and directing.
Like, I'll say, watch it.
Oh, Brand Cummings Taft says she loved the Mario movie. It's nostalgic.
I liked it too, but it was still.
You liked it?
It was an acid trip of bullshit.
So you didn't like it?
I liked it, but here's the thing. Here's what makes me like it. I have to separate myself and be like, this ain't Super Mario. This is an independent.
You got to do that with some things. Some things you got to. Like if it's just like depiction, but like it's not like a full like the representation. It's just like it's taking elements. Like people didn't like that Death Note movie, and I was just like, don't watch it like trying to think it's recreating the same thing. It's taking elements from it.
Yeah. That's how I did. To be honest with you, the first time I watched the Super Mario movie, I don't even think I knew it was Super Mario. I was like, this shit is called Super Mario. It was so off base. It was just like, bro, what is this? But I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was cool. I couldn't identify who the fuck some of the characters was, and Bowser was Donald Trump. Nobody, I always say that joke, and nobody ever catch. If you go watch that movie, Bowser is Donald Trump.
But if you think about it, Back in the Future, Donald Trump was the main villain in the Back to the Future series. So, like Donald Trump was like that characterized person was throughout the movies.
Yeah,
you know, that Bowser, was typical bad guy.
Bowser in that Super Mario live action movie is basically the embodiment of Donald Trump. Now it's fucking weird. If you go back and watch it, like he kind of look like him a little bit.
If you take it further, when like Donald Trump embodies what we kind of perceive what a villain is, because like even Lex Luthor, and like if you ever know the Superman series, Lex Luthor was a villain type dude, The original thing, he lost his hair and he blamed Superman, but really like what he became is this villain type dude that was super smart, and he hated the fact of Superman being better than him, right? Like he couldn't grasp it and he hated it, and so he kept diving in and using his money and knowledge to pretty much take away Superman but rule the world. But then after losing all the time, he raises up through the government and becomes president and changed the whole narrative, and people start believing in him despite his past of all the bad things he's done, just like Donald Trump. People, the narrative changed and people now believe in him. And then the good person, Superman, is just like, he literally tried to kill everybody. Why are y'all agreeing with him? And he's just like, Superman, it's okay. It's okay. I forgive you like these people have forgiven me. And like he
Let
just
that hurt go, Superman.
and then so he becomes president and he starts uniting the people, but he has this underlying plot and he pretty much unites the people, right? So you got this one separation that hates him, but you got these other people that believe that he's God sent, right?
So nigga
And
like
he
the
changed-
Antichrist?
essentially, and then it's this whole story behind it, and then it spreads off from the story where Superman snaps and he just melts his brain. He's like, forget it. I'm ruling America. I run this. And then there's the other story where Superman just kind of like fights through and tries to show this is why he's bad. How are y'all believing in this man? So Donald Trump, and so Lex Luthor's character kind of embodies Donald Trump because Trump has a very, very checkered past, but people kind of race that, you know, and believe in him. But then you have
We
some
gotta go on
people,
race. Trump
but,
just gotta check
there's a
his past,
smaller
bro.
and smaller group every day that like more or less doesn't believe him. Like a lot of people kind of agree with him because everybody thinks all black people don't like Donald Trump, but it's a growing number of black people that agree with Trump. He's winning people over.
Not only that, but bro, black people used to fuck with Donald Trump the heaviest before he even got elected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shit, you know how many times Donald Trump's name have been said in rap songs?
Well, but that's the thing. But black people was agreed with anybody that was rich. Bill Gates, Donald Trump. If you were rich, black people wanted. You know, I'm Bill
Actually,
Gates.
yeah, Bill Gates
I
got
get
name
money.
dropped quite a few times
Getting
too.
money is part. Getting money and on the come up and grinding is part of black culture. In hip hop,
Yeah.
at least.
Oh, 100% hip hop. Well,
But then out of nowhere, they changed Lex Luthor black. Out of nowhere.
yeah,
He's
that's
black.
kind of a weird one.
He was in a cartoon. They made him light skinned black. He was a white man throughout the thing, and they kind of started making him black.
Yeah, he pretty light skinned now, bro. And nigga pretty caramel colored. Either he just tanning his ass off. I don't know.
Then Donald Trump got cancer because he carried kryptonite with him.
This nigga said Donald Trump got cancer.
Oh, Donald Trump. Lex Luthor got cancer.
Hell no. That's sad that you just stumbled up and accidentally said it like that anyway. That's fucked.
That's hilarious. It makes it even funnier.
But yeah.
Only difference is Lex Luthor was like the second smartest man in the world or first smartest man. He was ranked. So if you go by Black Lex Luthor and Batman, there's the top 3 smartest people in the universe was like black. Because there's a black superhero nobody talks about called Mr. Terrific, and he was known as the 3rd smartest man on Earth.
It's like a porno name. They
Bro,
could either go in
people be
porno
sleep-
or they could go in basketball.
People need to know, like, if you're tired of black people becoming other superheroes, then get up on game on the black superheroes. Like
Oh my
Icon,
god.
Static Shock.
I hate when people say
Mr.
that shit.
Terrific.
I hate when people say that so much. People are like, man, we need to make a we need to make a female Captain America. And I'm like, she probably already exists, nigga. You know how many motherfucking heroes are
Falcon,
there?
Black Panther, Blade.
Also, that too.
Supergirl,
People say
Black
Black Panther is the first black superhero, and I'm like, Wesley Snipes like, Michael
what's his
J.
name?
White like.
Luke
I give
Cage,
y'all niggas Spawn.
Spawn. There's plenty of black heroes in comics. Gotta
It's
keep
a lot.
up on it. There's
It's a lot of
plenty-
everybody.
There's not many. Don't get me wrong. There's just like it's the same thing as like there's plenty of black billionaires. There's not a lot of black rich people, but they're there.
It's more than Luke Cage, Black Panther, Spawn,
The Black Green Lantern.
the best Green Lantern.
Yeah.
The best one. I hate when people say that shit, man. I'm like, bro, if you actually gave a fuck, then you'd probably know you could just look up and find whatever you want. I wish there was a gay one. There probably is. There's at least Dakin. At least.
Oh, just to tie this in, The villain from the Spawn movie is also Luigi from the Super Mario movie.
John Leguizamo?
John Leguizamo played both.
John Leguizamo is also in Waco.
He's also in Tu Wong Fu, Forever I Love You. So.
John Leguizamo is a legend. He's a fucking legend. That motherfucker is. I feel like he don't get enough credit, bro. He been in some classics and some hits.
He really don't get enough credit.
He does not get enough credit.
He been grinding.
I had a thought and I lost it.
Oh, apparently there's more and more black animes. This is crazy.
As long as we don't call them planimes, I swear. Listen.
Me, they're talking about. We tired of them just putting that thing on there. Stop saying stuff like that. Blurs.
Black people just stop putting up.
Blanime.
The BL on the front of every fucking word, nigga. Just stop it. Stop it. I would much rather you come up with whatever translation for black anime is. I'd rather you just do that and just say the Japanese version of whatever that is, whatever translates into blanime, blurs, bligger, please. The fuck
Bligger? Oh my god. That's
Bligger,
funny.
please.
That's funny. That's
Fuck out of here. I hate that shit so much. But yeah. I have a question.
What's up?
Is there anything else to cover currently?
Not really. We've covered a good chunk of everything.
So we've talked about it. Both Boosie and Wade are wrong. Check.
Yeah. We got one more remote before we start back to our old ways.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna be hitting y'all with the old shit again. So we're recording live next weekend, and we're gonna go throw down and do some videos and shit. I got a question. We're gonna have any guests next weekend?
Aren't we having KD or no?
I mean, he's coming.
I mean, I think we said he was gonna be on there.
All right.
I mean, what you trying to bring? You trying to bring Q?
No, I was trying to see if I need to get this camera or not.
Yes, you do.
I got mine.
Okay. All right. Well,
final thoughts.
My final thoughts. Whew. Man, I don't got any. Well, I got some. Come back to me. Come back to me. I'm gonna think of some shit.
All right, Swerve. I go last on this.
I'm gonna say, God bless America, make America great. No, I'm just playing. But hey, I don't got no final thoughts, man. Take care of your kids, read, exercise, get some sunlight, get as much sunlight as you can. Coronavirus, it's all in your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? You can be. This nigga. I don't got nothing else to say.
All right. You got one? Because I'm about to read a passage.
I have a question. Do I look any different to y'all?
I mean, you're in red light.
You still look like a Native American.
Thank you very much.
You say what?
I was gonna say, I legit have not been this weight since high school.
We can't tell.
Yeah, nigga, I always see
dark.
your head.
Y'all will see me next weekend.
Okay.
Your cheeks are still large. Oh, Paul,
I know. But
your face cheeks.
I feel like these aren't gonna go away unless my weight goes to the ones again.
Well, we'll see.
In the 200.
You're out here starving yourself.
You look like Majin Buu.
A lot, sir. Remember that one time when you saw me, Jesse, and I was doing the weight loss thing then?
Mm-hmm.
I'm smaller than that now.
I hope it's healthy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, no, it's not. Well, I mean, it depends on people's view of ketosis, I guess. Yeah. But it's temporary. This ain't a lifestyle.
Man, shit.
We'll see.
Let's arm wrestle, bro. Let's arm wrestle.
Oh, yeah. Swerve think he can take you now.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably win.
Oh, yeah, you weak now. Oh, yeah.
I said, nigga, I've lost like almost like Shit, 30 pounds in 2 months? Like, nigga, you'll probably win.
God damn.
You got saggy skin?
No. Surprisingly, thank
I
God.
probably should. I'm
But
trying to figure out a good way for me to lose weight and everything, and I got to keep restarting. But I'm still at it.
Oh, the gym about to open back up on the 18th. Thank
I ain't going
God.
back to the gym.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Nigga. I got these. I'm just push-ups on the floor.
My fucking hey man.
So
hey,
is
man.
that your final thoughts? Is you losing weight?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm about to read a passage. Just for y'all to know on this passage, this is not a diss song. It's just a real song. Feel me?
Oh God.
All right. I heard motherfuckers saying they made Hove. Made Hove say, okay, so make another Hove. Niggas wasn't playing they role, so we parted ways like Ben and J-Lo. I should have been did it, but I've been in the days though. I put friends over business end of the day though. But when friends, business interests as they go, ain't nothing left to say though. I guess we forgot where we came from. Should have stayed in food and beverage. Too much flossing. Too much Sam Rawson. I ain't a bitch, but I gotta divorce them. Hove have to get the shallow shit up often. And I ain't even want to be famous. Niggas is brainless to unnecessarily go through these changes. And I ain't even know how it came to this, except that fame is. The worst drug known to be man is stronger than heroin. When you could look in the mirror like, there I am, and still not see what you've become. I know I'm guilty of it too, but not like them. You lost one. That was Sean Carter, Jay-Z, Lost Ones. I wanted to, since we touched and talked about him, wanted to say from the Kingdom Come album, a great album.
The more I think about it, that nigga Jay-Z does look exactly like a motherfucking Sean. He a Sean ass looking nigga, man.
Y'all sleeping on Kingdom Come. It was a good album, bro.
You probably right. I think we all have one album that we believe is good and that is heavily slept on.
It is slept on. It is slept on. It was a good album. When he came back, his Kingdom Come album was a good album, bro. Lost Ones was a good hit. It was a good song.
It was.
That was a good song.
It was.
You know what? I actually do need to go back and listen to that album because I'm a big fan of this mixtape. It's a mashup of Jay-Z and Coldplay called Viva La Hova, and it's beautiful. And they use a lot.
You know what? That sounds familiar.
Bro, it's beautiful, bro. I remember we used to play it. I used to play it back in Texarkana, but it's a beautiful tape. I'm gonna go back and listen to that.
Brain Cummins Tab says your face looks like the same from when I met you in college. Talking to you, Joe.
I'm in the dark. How can you recognize me? I look like I'm in a fucking disguise from what I look like in college. I got facial hair and shit, and
everybody got their COVID beards, bro. Everybody got their COVID beards.
Yeah, I'm still on COVID lockdown beard. But for some reason, the facial hair stopped growing except for the mustache. The mustache is like, fuck it out here. Everything else has stopped growing. Oh, and this too.
Shit, man. You need a retwist so badly, man.
I need a retwist too. I was laughing at niggas at the barbershop earlier, but now I'm like looking at my dreads and I'm like,
bro. I'm good, but now I'm like, damn, man. Starting to lose it.
I was like, oh boy, I only got like a month left.
So
I only got a month left.
When we meeting up?
Friday?
No.
Live video.
No. Oh yeah, I'm bad. Yeah.
What day?
Saturday.
No,
Maybe we can't do Saturday.
We're not doing. Oh wait, are we doing a wait? You said you get another camera. If you're doing another camera, then we're gonna do the live.
We're gonna do the live.
How about this? How about we're gonna talk about it because I can say I'm getting another camera, but if Amazon tells me good luck,
then let's talk about it tomorrow. We'll see. We'll stay tuned. People will make a post and tell y'all when we have our last remote thing. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for all the fans. Thank you for tuning in and listening to another POC, the people
Y'all
of
have a
Cold
good
Stop.
day.